What's up guys, it's Jughead here, just a down-to-earth guy, trying to bring you some down-to-earth content. Welcome to my Let's Watch One Piece series, the first video in this brand new series. Today we are going to be watching episodes 1 and 2. I know nothing about this anime. The only thing I know is it is a member of the Big Three. I know One Piece is pretty much a required experience, either manga and or anime. I'm diving into the anime for the first time, blind, no experience whatsoever, right here, dipping my toes in with the first 2 episodes. And One Piece to me is one of the few anime that, or one of the few franchises or IPs that I actually want to also kind of dive into the manga a bit. I'm not really sure how, because I've literally never done that before. So maybe one of you or any of you can give your opinion or guidance on, say, some point in the future. It's not going to be any time right now, because I'd rather experience the anime first and then go to the manga. But if you have a personal opinion about how you should get into the manga, or I don't even know how you read manga, I would be interested in that or One Piece. But this is the anime right here. I don't know how much talking I'm going to actually be doing during the reaction. Probably just thinking out loud, processing, getting my words out so you guys can know what I'm thinking. I'm really just going to be following along, because it's not like Hunter x Hunter or Naruto or Dragon Ball or whatever, where I've watched like hundreds of episodes worth combined, or I'm so deep into the story I can make intellectual assumptions or theories, or I have a full grasp of the power systems in the world and the characters and ever. But the first few episodes into a new series is so hard because everything is so foreign. I'm awful with names. I have no idea what's going on. I feel like One Piece is going to be exactly the case like that, and hopefully I don't do it in injustice being one of the Big Three, where if I'm lost. That's why I like here on Patreon that I'm doing like 1, 2 to 3 episodes at a time, because one 20-minute episode is not enough. I can at least do 2 40 minutes of dipping my toes in the One Piece right off the bat here. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Enough talking out of me, wasting our time right here. Let's get into One Piece. So, One Piece, episode 1, I'm Luffy, the man who will become the Pirate King. So, from that, I at least know our main protagonist's name is Luffy, and his goal is to become the Pirate King. Literally only 2 things I have to go off right now. That is the title of episode 1. With that out of the way, and with me knowing that, let's get into the episode. Let's do this. I might as well see the opening. Wealth, fame, power. Gold Roger, the king of the pirates. Attain everything this world has to offer. Cool. The words he uttered just before his death drove people to the seas to go searching for that treasure. My treasure, if you want it, you can have it. Cool. It's out there somewhere. Hey, we like a pirate like that. So, everybody head for the seas. Everybody wants to be a pirate. Grand line in pursuit of the dreams. The world has truly entered the great pirate era. Okay, I like a pirate themed story. So, Luffy is our guy. He wants to be a pirate king, the next pirate king, getting all that treasure. Cool. Besides that, I have no fucking idea what's going on. It's just gonna be a long intro or short intro. Apparently a long intro. His ship looks pretty cool. The head of the ship, not so cool, gonna be honest. Don't know what that is. But, cool nonetheless. If you own your own ship, I don't know. Or is that not even his own ship? Is he a member of somebody else's ship? I don't even know what the hell animal that is on the front. Is that a billy goat? What the hell is that? Obviously, that symbol, the One Piece logo, is iconic. I at least know that. I don't know who any of these people are. No idea. No clue. This is all so foreign to me. But I love old school animation. Like, just simple 2D, simple illustration animation like this. Reminds me of the early days of Dragon Ball and such, and that was one of the first anime outside of Hunter x Hunter that I like binged through. So I kind of have a soft spot for this type of animation versus like more advanced, as in like Mob Psycho is like my gold standard now, or Hunter x Hunter, or any modern animation in the 2000s. Like early 2000s with Naruto was kind of the midway point, but I appreciate this old style of illustration. But it's also shocking that this is in widescreen and not square. That's kind of shocking to me. I just realized that. When I watch Dragon Ball and Naruto, it's kind of annoying that it's in square because it was created back then when we all had fucking box TVs, not widescreen plasmas or any whatever. So I'm kind of surprised that I'm watching in widescreen right now. Dope. We are at a grand ball. A whirlpool of the size poses no problem to the ship. Okay, so they're on a ship. Who's this? She looks like a main character. She about to shoot your ass down. Oh, or is she not? Okay, never mind. Obviously, that's a character I'm going to have to remember the name of, and I'm not going to. What's going on? Land! Who's in the barrel or what's in the barrel? Nope, is it gonna be Luffy? What? Oh shit. Another pirate ship? Dude, why does everybody have these dorky ass front of their ships? Is that a fucking goose? I'm gonna love this pirate theme though. Reminds me of just like Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Top 5 favorite games of all time. I love pirate themes and pirate era. Pretty bad inaccurate shots though. You suck. What a pussy just falls over. You don't deserve to have her hand in a dance. She looks like a dominant alpha female. We love it. Those sound effects rumbled in my ears. That sounded badass. I love that. I love how there's not a lot of music either. Never mind. Music is playing right now. God damn it. Alvida-sama, of course. Oh shit. Okay. Alvida-sama. So her name's Alvida. We're about to ram with our goose. Oh shit. Yep, you always attack the masts first. I learned that in Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Who's about to pop out of that barrel? Yeah, you know, she's an alpha, all right? She's running in heels like that, running the 40-yard dash like that. She's about that action. She knows what she's doing. Never mind. Oh, I didn't realize just how small her ship was by comparison. That's a pirate ship. That's like a cruise ship. Or no? Does the big ship even have cannons? I don't think so. Oh, that's who Koby is. I was like, who the hell is Koby? I would not want to be giving that broad some back talk. That's like a fucking golem. Ugly as hell. I fuck with the purple hair. And the purple glasses. He's got style. He knows what he's doing. This bitch is crazy. She looks like a really short, fat bitch female version of the pirate from Peter Pan. Come on, pull out the stops. Be a bad bitch. Hell yeah, I knew it. I knew it. She didn't run away scared. You about to get fucked up, boy. Who's about to pop out of there? I already like her. I already like her. She looks cool. I love a girl who's about that action. She's about that smoke. Oh, I'm on your ship too. You just never seen me before. And kapowie. Nutcracker shot. Pleasure doing business with you. Come on, I just want to see the person pop out of there already. I know it's going to happen. Nice face tat. Damn, he just lifted that up, no problem. He's going to pop out. Let's go. Pop out. Pop out. Pop out. 3, 2, 1. There we go. There's our boy, Luffy. I knew he was going to be taking a nap. Nice uppercut. Huh? Eh? Yeah, this guy just knocked out the muscle. It's exactly like the Dragon Ball animation. I love it. With the facial expression and everything. This kid don't care. Is he naive just like a Kid Goku or what? Or he just doesn't care. He's like, he has the attitude of Killua or something. Just snap them swords in half. Do you have super strength or something? Oh, so he is just naive. Or, I don't know. Monkey D. Luffy. Everybody just calls him Luffy, I assume, though. What kind of first name is Monkey? He is exactly like a Goku. Little Kid Goku. Goku mixed with Killua. Man's just woke up from a nap. He needs to eat. He needs to feast. How did the swords break, though? On his hat? On his head? Or did he block him with his arms or whatever? Like, I'm confused. Why does his voice sound familiar? Why does the voice actor sound familiar? I might want to look this up. His voice sounds very familiar to me. Luffy voice actor Japanese. There any boats on board? How did he even get into the barrel in the first place? Oh, my ship got swallowed by this giant whirlpool. Well, he survived that. That's why you jump in an airtight barrel. Okay. Holy shit, this voice actress has been in a lot of shit. Was in Yu Yu Hakusho? One Piece here. I knew it. I was like, Luffy sounds exactly like Krillin from Dragon Ball, and that's who she plays. I knew it. I'm so good with that. Just how, like, I knew when I watched the elevator scenes in Hunter x Hunter from 1999 that Gon's voice actress is Naruto's voice actress. I'm so good with voices. I suck ass with names, but I'm so good with voices and faces. The girl and Luffy gotta team up, defeat this big ass broad. She about to take this shit for herself. This music also exactly reminds me of Dragon Ball 2. Just the stereotypical, like, adventure, trumpets, drums during any action scenes. Trumpets, trombones, tubas, whole horn section with the drums. It's exactly like typical 80s, 90s anime. Dude, that's so insane, though. I knew he was like... I knew Luffy sounded like Krillin. That's insane that I could tell that. I didn't know she also voiced Yajirobe, too. That's cool. Wow. King of the Pirates. Bring him on as a crew member. Defeat that bitch. Take this big ship. You okay? Hell yeah, that's exactly what he's never gonna do, or else there wouldn't be 1,000 episodes worth of this anime. He said it! He said the name! Stand at the apex of the Great Pirate Era. How do you know? Yeah, shut up. We don't need your badass, negative attitude over here, okay? Keep that to your fucking self. Join my crew. You pathetic little kid. I've decided it, so therefore I shall be. If I die doing what I want, that's all good with me. That's a good ethos to live by. Doesn't matter if he becomes it, he just wants to, and that's what he's going to pursue. I won't know if you don't try. Join him. Hey. Like Reagan said to Mob, only you hold the key to maximizing your potential. Let's catch Alvida right here, right now. Well, there she is. Now here's your chance, boy. We gotta sort out this pussy shit, though. Let's stop being a little baby. This guy had 2 swords attack him from over his head. Didn't even care what was going on. He's good. The girl's taking the treasure for herself on the other end of the ship. Okay, I think I know who Zoro is. The turquoise-haired guy. Oh, the most beautiful in all the seas. Okay. You just set something off. I feel like Chunky's even cutting it a little, cutting some slack and being a little bit nice. Oh yeah, when I can already tell when Luffy does that looking down and the eyes kind of gleam over the edge of the hat, that's when you know shit's about to go down. That's when you know. That's like iconic, I feel. You don't know who you messing with. That looks like me when I flex and I don't have any big muscle structure. This kid's a little badass. Dude. Sounds and acts exactly like a Krillin. It's almost bad that I keep thinking of Krillin. Does he have abilities or something like bungee gum? Oh shit. That's badass. I love this. So he's like some Reed Richards Mr. Fantastic type stuff. What the hell is a rubber person? What the hell does that even mean? Oh, is that why the swords couldn't actually pierce through him or hurt him? Because, like, the swords just broke? I don't even know. So if she hits him with that mace, it's just gonna just be absorbed by him. By eating the gum fruit, it's pretty just made him a gum person. Gummy man. She's out of here. No, we stand our ground here. He is a rubber person, gum person. You want to fight bad guys and you want to defeat bad guys? This is a bad fucking person, okay? So, you stay right here and you defeat this bitch. Yeah! Roasted! Let that shit out. Let that anger out. Okay, now it just looks like Michael Jackson. Holy shit, that's Krillin's laugh. Catch your lousy ass. Fuck yeah. Yep. If you're willing to die, so be it. That's how the swords cracked. They hit him in the head. But because he's a gum person, mixed with maybe he has super strength or something. Okay, he's rubber. Kaplow! God damn. This is all in episode 1, dude. So much has happened in just episode 1. They did a good job here. I'm exposed to 3 main characters so far. Redheaded girl, Koby, and Luffy. Luffy is a rubber person. Koby wants to catch bad guys. I don't know anything about the ginger girl, though. Get out of here. Peace. Deuces. What the hell? These some mortar strikes? What's going on? Ooh, it's the Navy. No, he wants to stay with you. Yeah, I don't feel like they're gonna really listen to you. Let's team up. Oh, yep. What's up, Ma? Yeah, you got some cannonballs coming after you. Let's go. How does the Navy not see your little ship floating away? What's the... I'm already... Oh. Yeah, let's pick up Zoro. Rescue him. We need a strong-ass crew. Oh, another demon in an anime. Every anime seems to have a demon. Zabza. Piccolo. Tenga. Who else? I don't know who's a demon in Hunter x Hunter yet. There we go. I don't know anything about One Piece, but I do know who Zoro is. It's like, even if you've never watched a second of an anime, there's at least one time in your entire life where you've seen at least a frame or a picture of a character, and Zoro's so iconic. That was actually a very engaging, entertaining episode 1 right off the bat. They know what they're doing, hooking you in the first episode. But we are moving on to episode 2 immediately. So let's get into this. What is the title of episode 2? Episode 2. The Great Swordsman appears. Pirate Hunter Roronoa Zoro. So, One Piece, episode 2 in 3, 2, 1. Let's watch, shall we? I am thoroughly entertained and engaged. That first episode kicked ass, actually. Usually the first episode is slow. Like, I think I remember in episode 1, like, Dragon Ball, Naruto, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of slow, but that was just like, okay, I know I'm off to a good first step here. I always also love a character that's like this type of personality of like, of a Luffy. Powerful, but doesn't take himself too seriously. That's why I like a Gojo. That's why I like a Goku. That's why I think I'm gonna like a Luffy. It's why I like a Kakashi. Demon in human form. But then conversely, I love characters like Piccolo, Hisoka, and like Tien and Itachi, but they take themselves seriously. So it's like, it's a balance, but I prefer characters who are powerful, but don't like put themselves up on a pedestal or take themselves too seriously or take anything too seriously. You balance that personality. Yeah, but you're a pirate hunter, so how can you really be a bad guy? You gonna pay for that? Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay. Oh, they don't even like hearing his name. Yeah, that's like saying Voldemort in Diagon Alley or something. Captain Morgan. Okay, they don't like to hear his name either. Everybody in this village is a bunch of babies. Yeah, why would you be afraid of the Navy captain? That's supposed to be a good guy. Talk about a front door. Okay, let's hold it together here. No, we saw him outside. Nope, he's right there. Aramaki. That's Zoro, all right. Why would he... I feel like Zoro's not the type of guy to then just go kill the guy that just freed you. I feel like there's some honor into this. His voice kicks ass. Oh, he told you to get lost. Let's go. His voice sounds familiar too, so now I'm gonna have to look up Zoro voice actor Japanese. Definitely a man. Who the hell is this girl? Oh, that's nice. I've heard of Gintama, but I don't know it. He voice acted Toshiro in there. Ah, that's where I know him. Voice acted Mugen in Samurai Champloo. That's where I know him from. I always knew it. I was like, this sounds so familiar, because I just finished Samurai Champloo. And I love Mugen in Samurai Champloo. And One Piece is kind of old, or older, came before these, or at around the same time. So these actors, like, people recognized their talent and was like, I want you to voice act this character. So cool to see that, like, they don't just have a one-off, like, one character made them famous, but these writers and these studios were like, we want you. And that's just so cool. This asshole. You're about to make a little girl cry. You piece of shit, bowl-cut bastard. You're about to execute a little girl. Oh, that's the son. No wonder he's a fucking asshole. The stereotypical entitled son that thinks his shit don't smell. Oh, don't make me tell my dad. Oldest quote in the book from these types of characters. Literally like a Draco Malfoy or some shit. Just threw that kid. What the hell? There you go. See, I also like characters like this because they're super powerful, don't take themselves too seriously, but they're good people. They're the heroes at the end of the day. Funny, comic relief, doesn't take themselves too seriously, but they're the moral compass of the show. I like that. Dude, I'm gonna have to get Mugen out of my mind now. But Mugen, Samurai, this guy, I'm sure is also gonna be a master swordsman. That's gonna be badass. No, I'll untie you, don't worry. I also like how Luffy doesn't have, like, exorbitant pride that gets in the way. It's still got some rice in it. There you go. Just like a Mugen. Hey, he said thank you. Does he gain all of his strength back and now he can break free by himself? Oh, and now she's all happy. Is he just like a vigilante, like a Batman? Like, why would the Navy be after a pirate hunter? Because pirates are the bad guys. That's an ugly bastard. Okay, her name is Rika. Okay. Fuck that dog. I'm Zoro. Oh, there's his swords. He got 3 of them bitches. I love Master Swordsman. Oh, dude, he sounds exactly like Mugen when he's just eating. I love a samurai. Dude, I can only imagine how stoked the writers of Samurai Champloo must have been when they wrote Samurai Champloo and then wanted, like, dude, the voice actor for Zoro, One Piece, one of the big 3, this guy's probably got to have projects up the ass and is so desired. But let's pitch it to him anyways to be this guy in a 24, 27 episode series, see what he says. And he's like, I'll do it. That has to be so fucking cool. Helmeppo. Dumbass name. I shouldn't say that. I don't even know what the name means. I won't make fun of other people's names. Fuck this guy, though. What an ass. Oh! There's the girl. They're about to recognize each other. What a coincidence. They end up in the same place. No, you ain't. Oh! Dude, I hate these types of characters. They annoy me so much. I'm sure so many people in real life have encountered these types of people, like the most entitled brats in school. I know I did. This the Captain Morgan? Tribute to me? You're annoying. No surprise, someone who should be good is actually a bad guy. Putting yourself on a pedestal. I'd be mad too if I had a piece of shit son like this. I'm like, man, that my kin is this guy? God damn it. Okay, we're already getting him as a little kid, okay. Cool ass hair. I'm jealous. I promised her I can't afford to die in a place like this. Almost exactly like Mugen's backstory on the islands. Dude, he's a good guy. What's up? He's a pirate hunter. Yeah, how can you be a bad guy if he fights criminals? Well, you can do that and also join the crew. Nani? He's gonna bust through the base by himself, get the swords, and he's gonna impress him so much, he's like, fine, I'll join your crew. I feel Zoro has to be like an honorable man, so he'll definitely agree to it. You're erecting a statue of yourself. Because you deserve to get hit, you pussy-ass bitch. Because I'd kill you if I did. Because you're a bitch. There you go. First time for everything. Exactly. There you go. Because you a pussy-ass bitch and you ain't worth my hand. Yeah. I made you. Only reason anybody knows who you are is because you came out of my nutsack. Yeah, this guy don't show no mercy. Uh-oh. You about to get your head cut off. Oh shit. Oh, okay. I'd at least get I'd rather get hit with the butt of an axe than to actually get my head cut off. In this world, title means everything. This guy is a pure antagonist. Just like with Dragon Ball, One Piece does the same, where they don't really tread the line between good and evil. It's black and white, kind of. Then you get some characters that are kind of gray, but they make it easy to know, like, okay, Red Ribbon Army was pure black evil. Then we have Goku, pure good. You kind of treaded the line with, like, people like Tien Han, who was, like, teetering between wanting to be evil, be an assassin like his brother, but then became good. Piccolo. But that's because Kami was the white, Piccolo was the black, the evil, and then he kind of went to the good side, or the middle ground. Here, this guy is like the equivalent of like a Red Ribbon Army. Too much. Overcalculated. Tip that bitch. Oh, he's gonna crack in half. There. Goodbye. T-pose. See, dude, I love the comic relief. Sorry. I'll hit you again. Okay, so his name is Helmeppo. Is that Koby? Is that Koby or the girl? That's her. I don't know her name yet. I want to look up every voice actor in One Piece right now to see where I know them from. Nah, I don't want to. That's spoilers, because I'm going to have to look up the girl's name to find that out. Not going to do that yet. Human shield, that's how you do it. Ah, okay, it is Koby. Yeah, do you even want to be in the Navy anymore when you see them doing such despicable stuff like this? It's like, don't meet your heroes type concept. You're an honorable man. You're going to respect a fellow honorable person, kid. You don't have to be a pirate, but you can help him. You can join him. I love this dynamic right here, adding some depth. It's all about honor. Piece of shit captain was like, title means everything? No. Honor means everything. You couldn't have untied a little bit faster? Nice room. You really like tea parties. All three of them. He goes the Jin route from Samurai Champloo, dual wield, and then an extra one just in case. Coup d'etat. Now you speak that. You speak that ish. You're gonna get your sword in hand. Channel that anger. Break through the window. He can block bullets. This kid's fucking invincible. No wonder there's fucking 1,000 episodes. He can't fucking die. This kid is exactly like Goku. His name's technically Luffy. I'm gonna continue calling him Luffy, though. Dude, another amazing episode. Holy crap. So, let's discuss. Might be a longer discussion, might be a shorter discussion, simply because jumping into a new series, first 2 episodes, what is there really to go off of or bounce off of, you know? But I do want to say off the bat, One Piece has to be one of the very few shows I've ever watched, outside of anime including, that within the first episode grabs your attention well and tells you everything you really need to go off of. Like going into an interview and just smacking that resume on the table, let alone the fact I watched 2 episodes and got that pretty much doubled times 2. Like, let me explain what I mean. In episode 1, the opening alone excellently describes what the story is about and what you can expect from this adventure and this world. One Piece opening, not catchy to me, but tells me immediately, okay, there was a legendary pirate king, Roger, who before he died said he's bestowing his hidden treasure to any who find it. This hidden treasure is of unimaginable value and is known as the Great Treasure of One Piece. Therefore, the population set off to find this treasure and the pirate world exploded into being. And then goes into song that I skip because it's not catchy to me like the original. Like the original Dragon Ball or Naruto intros I watched all the time because that shit smacked. Not really the same here. But boom, I'm set to go into this story right out the gates. And I like how the first character we're actually introduced to is one I've yet to even learn her name. You see her pop up constantly throughout both episodes here, yet she remains a mystery. Back in my mind, she sits like you're eager for her and Luffy to finally recognize each other. After seeing each other on the passenger ship, they are in the same bar together. She recognizes him for sure. Luffy, with his personality, I think, doesn't even pay attention to this sort of thing. So just waiting for the mystery to end for me. And I like that. As well as, again, after watching Naruto, it's going to be one of my main points I make every time a female character is introduced. I said it with Nobara in Jujutsu Kaisen when she was introduced in episode 3. This redheaded mystery girl, a badass chick that can hold her own and got some attitude and funk to her, okay? She ain't a girly girl. She had her pirate fit underneath the dress, kind of symbolizing her true personality, hidden beneath the stereotypes or assumptions one might have of her upon first glance. Just another girl to ask for her hand to dance like we saw in the beginning. Chaos ensues, and she's the only one not running away. She just stands there and watches everybody else, the men included, run away in fear. She just goes around the corner, takes off that stupid dress. Time for her true look. Badass pirate, then gets a going, taking the treasure on her own. Immediately, you're presented with mysterious badass girl who is clearly independent and adventurous, but she's like this rogue in the shadows. Sly and cunning is what I see her as, contrasting to Luffy, who is, loud and boisterous. I was happy to right away not only be introduced to a female character, but one that I know, or at least can assume from my early exposure to her, will have some substance and definitely ability of her own. Just like I said with Nobara, one episode and I already love Nobara. 86 episodes in the Naruto and I hate Sakura. I like Hinata, though she isn't a main character. And I haven't really been exposed to any female characters in like Hunter x Hunter so far, so it's like Canary, sure, but that was like 2 episodes and she's not a main character. And then Hisoka's troop friend, I don't even know her name, even less relevant. So I'm talking like actual female character that's going to be like sticking around. But I can presume when that does happen, whenever, that when I get introduced to one, I won't be disappointed at all. I also like Koby. He serves the early sidekick character well. Just his facial expressions alone and his mannerisms, they just crack me up. Like the indirect, not really on purpose comic relief character. No idea how old he is. He looks like a kid, but he's on a pirate ship and he wants to be in the Navy. So I don't really understand how old he is. What I mostly like about Koby is what he represents. He's this kid on this ship doing what he's told out of fear and compliance because he has nothing else. Then he's presented with this new timeline, this new path to take. When he meets Luffy, he's almost like been awakened. He's heard the words of this stranger he's just met, and he becomes almost an epiphany like event. He realizes not just what he wants, but what he must do. And I love characters that pick themselves up by their bootstraps and deliver themselves from, I don't know, inferior versions of themselves, the mud, like a 1.0 version of themselves into a 2.0 version. Like Koby in that moment after Luffy scares those guys off and tells Koby what he wants to do and gives his reasoning why, even after Koby tries to shoot it down. Koby looks within himself like, this isn't the life I want to be living. Not just working under someone else, but doing something I don't want, letting my dreams fade away while I suffer under this evil figure and this evil veil. I'm going to change my fate. I want to do good. I set out on the seas in hopes of being in the Navy. I'm getting the hell out of here. And I don't know, like, what would you call that? I don't know what, like, archetypal character I would classify him as being under, like, what group he falls into. Like, can you name other characters in movies or shows or anime that are similar to this? Because I know they exist. They're on the tip of my tongue, but I can't get the names out. That's the struggle of having watched so many things, as it all kind of starts to bleed together. And he does almost signify the archetype of rebirth, not entirely, just kind of subtly, because he does kind of find a reborn purpose. And I've described before how rebirth archetypes and tropes are my favorite. I also find it such an interesting dynamic when episode 2 hits. Like, episode 1 was this naive dream fantasy. Episode 2 is the cruel reality. Koby wishes to join the Navy, but in episode 2, we see he witnesses himself just how corrupt the Navy is. A captain, someone who should serve to protect and do good, serving democracy and peace and order and protection, seen as the hero, is instead more of an evil dictator, corrupted by his own power and authority. Kind of like that quote people say, never meet your heroes. We know in real life, even our own governments are corrupt. Those that lead us can be and are monsters. I'm left with a sour taste myself in my mouth from the sins of my nation's past and the leaders who conducted such sins. Like, I also live in Chicago, statistically and ranked the most corrupt city in the country, and historically so, culturally and statistically, the most corrupt city in the country. My city is a joke in that regard. So Koby has a second realization. First, it was the realization of his dreams. Second is realizing his dream is a lie. What he saw as an organization and symbol of peace and justice can be and is an instrument of corruption and evil and injustice, just as the pirate he served under and the criminals he wants to take down. It's like a loss of innocence, the cruel reality. But he can also see truth in that episode. He sees past the propaganda and the manipulation set forth upon this man that he meets. The world and society is twisted and complex, but you can make it straight yourself. Luffy, the pirate, is a good person. Previously, might have been a contradiction in terms. Pirates aren't all bad. Authority ain't all good. Disappointed from the Navy, but faith in humanity restored from Luffy. He can accomplish his goals and do good and have positive impact on the world without owing allegiance. And he saves a righteous, honorable, decent man from death by the hands of those he once put up on a pedestal. And he brought justice in that moment while following a kid just like him who goes against his previous notions of those seeking One Piece and to be Pirate King. Luffy saves his fellow man. Koby saves his fellow man. I think this is a super powerful presentation already coming out of a mere 2 episodes, and that's what I love. And then, like Luffy, we meet in fashion that directly complements his personality. Like, I knew right away, okay, we have to meet our protagonist in the first episode at some point. We're rolling this barrel around for like a good 10 minutes. I know Luffy is a kid. Where is he going to be? I knew he was going to be in that goddamn barrel, okay? And he's just going to come busting out of there, completely oblivious to his surroundings, and just completely complements his personality. I knew Luffy before even seeing his face. It's an excellent introduction because I see him in all of the other 80s and 90s animes that I watched already. And like I said while we were watching, I love characters like this. Luffy reminds me of a Goku. That's why I kind of knew what was going to happen with Luffy in that episode, because I was picturing how I was first introduced to like a Goku. And I love Goku. The naivety, the innocence, the go with the flow attitude, the loosey-goosiness, you know? I also love characters who don't take themselves too seriously. They show some humility. They don't have an overbearing pride or think that their shit don't smell. Super strong, capable heroes, yes. Heroes, but they don't think of themselves as such. It takes away some of the unnecessary seriousness that comes from being the main hero, you know? The one-dimensionality that you can imagine heroes sometimes go. Makes them more relatable too, more personable, more human-like. And isn't that the point? Because Goku is not human. Luffy is a rubber person. He's not technically human. Like, Goku, all throughout Dragon Ball, is just a kid at the end of the day. Is a complete naive moron in normal society that he's never been exposed to. Everything from flying cars to even girls is completely foreign to him. He's a kid who hasn't even hit his growth spurt yet, has a huge appetite. Just a kid. But he's also Goku, a Saiyan, not of this world. The one, even back as a kid, his entire ethos was seeking out and fighting strong guys to get stronger. He respects strong fighters and adversaries. He is humble and respectful in that regard. He doesn't take himself too seriously, even while defeating the entire Red Ribbon Army, or even while defeating Piccolo, even while running along the Serpent Road after being killed in order to defeat his own blood brother from a different planet he's never known, finding out he's a different race. It's like that weight doesn't seem so heavy because of a character like him. All of his friends dying, training under 100 times gravity to fight Frieza. Never does he take himself too seriously. Never does his personality or character change Nothing gets in the way, you know? Like, even after he becomes the strongest in the universe. It's also like why I like a Kakashi. He doesn't take himself too seriously despite being as powerful as he is. Same with Jiraiya. But it is why I don't really love a Sasuke right now. All he is serious. His pride does get in the way. That's opposite of Naruto. Naruto isn't serious enough for me, yet his pride still gets in the way. That's why I love Gon and Kurapika and why I'm starting to really love Killua even more, especially after this friendship grows and we get more deep into that. Mob, the most powerful Esper, but struggles with his powers and seeing himself as flawed and dangerous. I don't even it's hard to describe. I don't really know. Like Luffy's personality always shines through. He doesn't take himself or life too seriously. There's no pride getting in the way. I even like the open humility, like something as simple as telling Zoro, "Oh, you gotta be super strong. I could never last out here like you are." And just like saying, like, "I want you in my crew." And you can't mistake his confidence for cockiness. And above all else, just like a Kakashi, Gon, Goku, etc., Luffy is honorable and respectable. Even his ability, being a rubber person, having eaten the gum gum fruit, matches his personality exactly. Like, maybe he ate the fruit accidentally or just by pure curiosity and that just ended up happening to him, or maybe he comes from a land and a people somewhere that that fruit is just a normal part of their diet or something, and as rare as it is for him to exist, he just simply does. Just like a Goku with his own abilities, albeit not human, is a rare being. Just being a rubber person fits him perfectly. Loosey goosey kid, casual and malleable. Not like he actually possesses super strong strength or speed or the ability to fly. It's only literally it's like the rubber like ability. The ability is malleable and rubbery just like he is. And I do find it funny, just like the thought like, oh, no wonder there's 1,000 fucking episodes. This kid can't fucking die. Like, I was wondering, like, what if this kid gets shot or stabbed, falls off a building? Like, how is it in 1,000 episodes this guy is seemingly invincible? Well, I got my answer to that question. Only way to defeat him is like some scene out of the first Fantastic Four movie where, like, Doctor Doom tries to freeze Mr. Fantastic. And going to next character, I wasn't expecting to meet Zoro so soon. That's what I meant in the beginning of the discussion, how in 2 episodes, I already feel like I have everything set to now enjoy an amazing story. Like, I can just jump in. I'm not dipping my toes so much. I'm cannonballing into an already warm pool, you know? Like, the tutorial to the video game is already done. I already set all my controls. I'm ready to go. It's like, you know, when you go to a new video game, but all the controls for that video game are the exact same as like a video game you've always played. So there's no like, oh shit, what's the jump button? Like, oh, you're all good. In 2 episodes already, I have our main antagonist, protagonist, witness his abilities. The other most iconic character in Zoro now, along with filling out the rest of the cast for a squad in Koby and the redheaded girl whenever she joins. And I know the general premise of the story, where we're beginning. I feel like this is actually pretty rare. You know, you know what's going on. Doesn't start off slow or boring. You have characters to immediately attach yourself to. Like, I'll go through it. Like, Naruto was slow and confusing to me in the beginning. Jujutsu Kaisen was super confusing to me. Dragon Ball kind of started slow-ish. HH was a tad slow in the beginning in terms of actual plot progression and development. My discussions were always super long because they packed so much like nuance and philosophy and like I don't even know how to like it was just dense, but not dense in a plot progression standpoint. Samurai Champloo and Mob Psycho are the only 2 I think so far that I like felt comfortable moving forward from episode 1. I knew all my characters, I understood the world and the adventure, and I think a part of that is one of them being 26 episodes long, one of them being a 12 episode season 1, and I feel like that's what makes One Piece so much more interesting because One Piece is nowhere near that. It's thousands. One Piece I can confidently add into that. I don't feel uncomfortable if that makes sense. Zoro is who I'm most interested in right now. He kind of solidifies it for me because I felt like I got a lot of nuanced substance from him in episode 2, similar to the substance I got from Koby in episode 1. Zoro fascinates me because I get this huge sense of honor from him. And that's one of my favorite, most desired tropes or characteristic traits for a character. The citizens fear him. The Navy has him tied in the middle of this courtyard, like hanging off a pillory, crucifixion style almost, buried away, burning away in the hot sun. He gives off in an approachable outer shell persona. A little girl comes out of nowhere to give this intimidating man some food. We don't know why. All we question is why such an innocent little girl would hop that wall, would want to help a man we assume has done wrong in the village that she lives in, considering all those civilians cowered in fear just by name alone, like it's fucking Voldemort or something. Instead of taking the food or being a jackass to the girl like you'd expect an evil person to do, he insists to the girl, like, leave before you get in trouble. Like, denying her food and telling her to leave before the people arrive and she gets in trouble. Same with Luffy. Like, get out of here. I don't need your rescuing. We see he takes the deal he has with the captain's son, Helmeppo. He takes it seriously, standing firm on holding his end of a bargain. He openly thanks Luffy for feeding him the food that he could not reach himself. So you're starting to get this understanding of him to look outside of the outer shell persona. Don't judge a book by its cover, you know? Luffy learns from the little girl that Zoro ain't an evil person at all. He is a vigilante, sure. Like, I think of him like a Batman or a Dark Knight, one who is about justice, but works for it outside of the confines of the law. Especially when the law is unjust itself. Literally like a Zoro. I'm sure we know the live action Spanish character Zoro, like the sword, phew, 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 writes the Z in the tree. You know, that Zoro. That's the original Zoro. I know. That's who I immediately thought of. And it's like, who came first? This Zoro or that Zoro? Is this Zoro inspired by that Zoro? I forget which one came first. Isn't Zoro like a 70s character? I'm not sure. Or 70s, 80s character? Not entirely sure, but it would make sense. But Zoro defended that little girl and the rest of the people of that village, standing up to that asshole entitled son. Again, like I said while we were watching, it's such like a stereotypical character, you know, like we even witness it in real life, like the entitled piece of shit, annoying son that's just all about that, like, wait till my father hears about this. I hate those characters so much. Zoro agreed to take all the punishment, sparing the citizens of any consequences, I believe is how that girl described it. Zoro tells Luffy he wishes for his swords back and seems shocked when Luffy agrees to retrieve them for him. Koby attempts to rescue him, and Zoro learns that prick, Helmeppo, wasn't going to keep his end of the deal. Zoro was going to be executed the next day, and you can tell he's just like a Killua. Remember Killua and Sadaso? Zoro expects promises to be kept. He's a big loyalty, promise-keeping person. He is a man of his word and not one to just talk the talk but walk the walk. Someone is willing to save him, and that kid Luffy is the one who wanted to save him. That's why he's going to retrieve the swords for him. Zoro is offended Koby would even suggest Zoro fall to the level of criminal and be a pirate. He does not see himself as a criminal or an immoral man. He has moral and ethical standards to himself. He can't accept that society might place these labels onto him, but he doesn't see himself as a criminal or immoral man. He does have those standards, just like a Jin from Samurai Champloo, even though, ironically, he's voiced by the opposite man of Jin, funny enough. He seems to be a man of honor, and I love that. Again, like I said, that's one of my favorite characteristic traits in the story. Helmeppo broke his word. That is dishonorable as hell. Against a sacrifice Zoro made, which was honorable. Koby rescues Zoro by extension of Luffy. Koby even admits Luffy is the only one who can save him, therefore Luffy is trying to save him. Just like a Yuji from Jujutsu Kaisen, he's doing what he's doing because he's the only one who can. Zoro, in that moment, as much as he may not want to him, honor must meet with honor, if that makes sense. And not only that, Luffy literally stands in the way of a firing squad without hesitation. One for someone he only met a few hours ago, the other he just met like a day or two ago. I think it raises an interesting question for Zoro, the pirate hunter. Both Koby and Zoro witness at the same time, what even is a pirate? This kid is not acting like what you would think a pirate would act. Like, would Zoro hunt down this kid? Would Koby in the Navy want to imprison a kid like this? Is he just a pirate hunter, or is he more of an oath keeper, a vigilante of justice, a knight of honor? This is what I'm luffing. I said luffin because I had Luffy in my mind, but I'm trying to say loving, so I said luffin. God damn it. This is what I'm loving. I have my 3 characters. Awesome. Usually by the first 2 episodes of any anime, you assemble or fulfill a decent enough cast to go. But in 2 episodes with my 3 characters, they each present an interesting, almost philosophical side to themselves. Their motives, their drives, their backstories, their fundamental parts of themselves. You know, I think that's kind of rare, especially for an anime that's running hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of episodes. You'd imagine, okay, I'm going to take my time, start off slow, but not really here. Luffy wants to be the Pirate King. He understands what that entails, but he's doing it anyway because that's what he wants. He'll die for what he wants. He doesn't care. If it means dying, so be it. That death is worth it. He might not ever be the Pirate King, but he'll be damned if he don't try. I think that's super powerful. It's almost like faith. He has faith in himself. It's like one of my arguments why I don't believe in a God, why I'm atheist. Or agnostic at least. Belief is how you act, not what you say about what you think you believe. Like, what do you know about what you think? Your thoughts are in no way transparent to yourself. To me, to believe in something is to stake your life on it. To believe in a God is to stake your life on God. And I don't believe many people actually fucking do that. And I don't do that. That is why I'm openly not a believer. Luffy is staking his life on what he wants. He isn't just saying it, he is willing to die for his dream. He is staking his life on his goals. You're going to die anyways. Why not have it be for something? I love that. Koby, I've already analyzed his situation, escapes this physical and mental suffering of his, picks himself up by his bootstraps, crawls out of the hole, symbolically speaking, for this higher vision of himself, be on the side of justice with the Navy instead of operating against it as a criminal pirate, but he bears witness to the calamities of reality. Dreams born and collapsed in the singular moment. Never meet your heroes. Where you imagined justice and peace in the highest form, the Navy, you see the image of who you held high on a pedestal tarnished with the same corruption and injustice you sought to eradicate. Zoro, the flashbacks to his childhood being called weaker than ever, his present being not accepting himself to be weak, or a fate less than what is allowed in a sense, will never stoop so low as to be a criminal, although rough around the edges, a man of honor nonetheless, I presume. Super powerful stuff. I'm very pleasantly surprised and excited by all of this. I also love the fact I could immediately recognize familiar voices. I'm seriously awful with names. I don't know why. I just can't do it because my memory is impeccable otherwise. Maybe something with having a photographic memory. Like, I know I mostly remember things in images and shapes. Like, if I have to remember a code, a numerical code, I don't remember the numbers. I remember the shapes of the numbers. Like, to remember the number 9, I don't remember 9. I remember the circle and the line. I remember the shape of a number 9, for example. Maybe that's weird. I remember images and shapes. Like, if someone says, "Hey, nice to meet you. I'm John," or whatever, I think my brain focuses on remembering the face I'm looking at. Who is John? and the sound of their voice more than the words themselves. So I'll recognize their voice in a crowd immediately, and I'll recognize their face, but their name, no fucking shot. So right as Luffy started speaking, I was like, wait a minute, hold up, this laugh, this voice sounds awfully familiar. The laugh is really what gave it away for me, and it was just one of those things like, it's gonna bother me if I don't figure this out. So let me just Google this real quick. And I was like, yes, of course. Exactly what I was thinking of. Luffy sounds exactly like Krillin. And then recognizing Zoro's voice immediately too, because I just finished Samurai Champloo and I love Mugen. I thought that was super fucking cool to recognize. Like, two samurai type sword wielders with the same loudmouth attitude but different personalities. Like I said watching, it has to be so dope. You create the idea for Samurai Champloo, Samurai Remix in your head. Such a cool idea. It never originated from a manga either. That's the more incredibly interesting part. So you envision the anime, you envision a niche specific anime. You envision your characters, and you must have a voice in mind for your characters, how they would sound alongside their personalities. You think, damn, Kazuya Nakai would be perfect voice actor for one of the most growing iconic characters in all of Japanese culture and anime culture in one of the big three anime right now. Let me take a shot in the dark and see if he wants to voice a character like Mugen in a niche 26 episode anime. And he accepts. That gotta be so fucking dope. Now, my only thing I gotta do is get Mugen and Krillin out of my head when I hear Luffy and Zoro speak. Like, thank God the voice actors for Naruto voiced Gon in the 1999 version and not this one I'm watching, or I'd be having the same problem. I'd be having characters bleeding into each other. But it's just so cool how these voice actors become like gods. They don't just have one fluke project under their belt, but they just take over. Like, it's not just one thing and then they fade into obscurity and fade into the ether somewhere. They become like household anime names. Their actual names become just as iconic as a character's name. Like, you have the big three anime. There has to be like a big three for voice actors, right? Like a Mount Rushmore for anime voice actors as actresses. I just find that so fucking cool because that's kind of rare in American Hollywood culture where I'm from. Like, thinking of like a Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks movie, our most memorable characters, they're voiced by actual Hollywood actors, like not dedicated voice actors. Like, take like a Woody from Toy Story, for example, is voiced by Tom Hanks. Everybody fucking knows Tom Hanks, famous actor from dozens of critically acclaimed movies. That's just a really interesting cultural difference. But overall, 2 episodes in, and I'm super pleasantly surprised, excited, and eager to keep going. Honestly, 2 of the best introductory episodes to any anime or show I've ever watched. So, like, wow. So this is where I'm going to end the discussion today. Went pretty long, I think rightfully so, with these 2 dense episodes. If you enjoyed the video, hitting the like button to let me know is awesome. Don't forget to keep the conversation going down in the comments below so I can connect with you more. Thank you for choosing to support me here on Patreon, joining me alongside Jughead's journey. Follow me on Instagram for my photography or Twitter for a more personal side if you'd like. Having said all that, and with that said, so long, farewell, until next time, thank you, be happy, and I hope you have a good one. Peace.